Hello, Mark Greger back with Shop Talk CAD CAM. I'm going to be showing you my first retrofit. I took a manual lathe and retrofitted it with ball screws, as you can see here, and servo motors. And over here we have a homing switch. You can home out the X-axis to it. And back over here is the Z-axis onto this ball screw, and it has its own homing switch, which is right down in there. So this is my first attempt at a engine lathe retrofit, and then I'll give you a short little tour of what the controller looks like. You have just standard Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, and what's in the box is a all-in-one computer. It's all touch screen, so a lot of the manual stuff that you would have switches for, I have visual buttons for. And then of course you have your MPG and cycle start. You have yet to put the emergency stop and a power on. So basically, to get into it, I'll show you what's inside the box. Inside the box we have a Galil DMC 4143 motion control card. Down here lit up is our I/O, which allows us to turn on and off your spindle, forward, reverse, stuff like that. Cooling on, cooling off switches, power supplies here and here, and then you have just a breakout board down here for your X and Z axis and some spindle stuff. And that's all of it. Everything is in that one box. That's all you're going to see. The one other thing that I've added to it is back here is a spindle encoder, which you can see right here. I've added a spindle encoder to the spindle, so that allows me to do threading and watch the RPM. This particular machine just still uses the controls for the gears here and here, but it will turn the spindle on and off for you. It will prompt you for which gear range that you want to be in, and you put it in there, and then it will take off from there. So let me now bring up the software here for you. And show you some features of that. Up here you have your standard G code using most all the standard FNUC CAN cycles. It'll break all those down into all the axis movement, and you got your position screens and overrides and modes. Over here you've got little buttons that you can turn on and off. So if you want to put it in single block, you just hit the single block button. If you want to run optional stop, hit at the end of each tool, turn on the op stop button, and so on. So you can turn all the different things off and on, and allows you. And up here we have a little plot screen. So if you want to just run your plotting mode, you would come down to here, and you could just hit plot, and then it will take and show you what your program is and what it's doing. You see it's plotting over here. It's going through your G code, then you get the animation up here. And it will show you basically your little program that you're going to be running. It also has some manual modes, so you can go into manual mode, and up here it's all touch. Again, it's all touch screen. If you want to make it rapid or jog, you just I'm going